few minutes with those when you come to Las Vegas, just off Las Vegas Boulevard. We're off to the fourth quarter between the Pelicans and the Lakers. Jared Harper alongside our own Monica McNutt between quarters 3 and 4. Monica?
Jared, an 11-point deficit going into the fourth. What's going to be the key to closing the gap and taking the lead?
We got to start with our stops. We got to defend the ball, box out, rebound, and then let that lead to our offense, get out in transition, make the easy play, and eventually make shots.
All right, thank you, Jared. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Well, if the Pelicans are going to be in the championship game on Sunday, we're going to get a dramatic comeback from New Orleans. And that's a good way to start the fourth quarter here. New Orleans needs to win and do so by 5 in order to play in Sunday's championship game against the New York Knicks. Lakers, meanwhile, showing out here for us, especially since the break. Swider, if you just got here with us, Cole Swider out of Syracuse had 11 points, Corey, in the first, 158 in the third, and that fueled the big Laker quarter, and at one point, the double-digit lead.
And Sean, let's remember that as the Lakers came down the near of the end of the regular season this past year, it was the New Orleans Pelicans who passed them up and kept them out of the play-in game. Could this be just a little bit of retribution from the Lakers faithful?
I'll go with it with you.
You go with it?
Yeah,
it's a story.
If I believe it.
It's a story.
Yeah, sure.
You know.
Yeah.
If ever you can keep a team out of a championship, I'll take it.
Nine to shoot on the inbound. Servetus coming off a 25-point game and an offensive foul, trying to get him some room. This is going to be on Hankins, who gets the whistle. Speaking of the Lakers, the way the regular season ended, and Corey, will bring Monica McNutt into our conversation here. Let's talk a little big picture Los Angeles Lakers and what lies ahead. We know the names. We know that Darvin Ham now is the new head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, and I think he's going to be fantastic in that role. But either one of you can take topic number one. You know, is it the Russell Westbrook situation? Is it Anthony Davis coming back fully healthy in the fall? What is the number one storyline here as we turn toward August for the Los Angeles Lakers?
Well, I'll defer to Monica on this one. I would like to get her point as to what she thinks, but I'll start with, I'm going to need people to stop throwing dirt on my man Russ's name.
Thank you, Corey. I'm sorry to jump in.
Okay, go ahead, Monica. You already know how I feel. You go ahead and go.
I do believe that Russ was unfairly labeled, or not even labeled, unfairly was the scapegoat when you look at this Lakers squad. I mean, Anthony Davis staying healthy, to me, is a huge part of the story, and the idea that Russell Westbrook suddenly was going to be a guy that he's not, to me, is like, what's wrong with y'all? The one thing that he gave you, sometimes it came with a lot of turnovers, he was the guy that played hard night in and night out, and I think that matters.
And Monica, he also was available. And that's the thing. Availability is your best ability in the NBA. And you think about this. Russell Westbrook averaged over 18 points per game, over 7 rebounds, and still was a threat, a triple-double threat each and every night. And he was there on the court. He didn't miss games. He didn't load manage. He didn't sit out time. And when you're talking about a former MVP, a top 75 player of all time, and it just didn't work out. I like the way Darvin Ham has come in and embraced this Laker role, and more so in creating that relationship with Russell Westbrook as to how it is that he wants for him to play this year. I'm not sure that the Lakers are a championship contender, but I think they are a better team this year with the big three that they have. And one thing is for certain, when Darvin Ham walks into the locker room, he is the toughest guy in the locker room, and he is going to bring that. That is what the Lakers were missing last year. They will not miss that this year.
Ham won a championship as a player, and he's done so as a coach on the staff most recently with the Golden State Warriors. For me, and again, whether we talk about, look at that's just a...
By the way, that's my guy.
It's a look.
That's my guy right there. One of the best people you'll ever meet, but one of the guys that you want to have your back to.
Yes.
When things get rough, you want Darvin Ham to be on your side, not on the opponent's team.
What I'm about to say is going to go for several teams, okay? And we're still trying to get back to normal in the NBA. Show me the Laker team with all those weapons available at the same time over a sustained stretch. Okay? I mean, LeBron, Anthony, Russ, at the same time over a sustained stretch.
Right. And
it's no different than the clunkiness that we found with other teams missing one or two of their three or their big two.
Right. And also let me add, another move that the Lakers need to make to ensure up.
Yep.
Carmelo Anthony needs to be back on that roster.
Okay.
They need Melo back. Melo had a very good year. I'm not sure how many people recognize what he was able to do coming off the bench, how well he shot the basketball. He needs to be a part of that mix as well, because it's hard to find that in the NBA right now.
Great ball movement here. Picking a spot to shoot from, and it's dialed in by Javonte McCoy. So the Pelicans had cut into a single-digit deficit. And now down again by 13 with just 6:40 to go. Pelicans need to win and do so by 5 or more to play against the Knicks on Sunday for the Summer League Championship. Lakers aren't having it here. Cole circles the screen or the elbow. Nice roll. Kalea Jones can't finish up close.
That was a great play by R.J. Cole, probing in the lane, being patient, and making sure he found the right spot to put that pocket pass to Kalea Jones, just unable to finish.
The dribble handoff. Put the defender on your back and draw the foul. Pretty sneaky by Jared Harper.
Smart play by Harper, knowing he has a defender behind him. As soon as he gets into a shooting motion, the defender, is no way he can stop chasing. So going to run into him and get the contact, put him at the free throw line for 2.
Free throw good. And so Harper now sitting on 18 points. Peeking at the national TV schedule, this is Saturday's slate on ESPNU at 4 Eastern. Magic and Pistons. We do know when the Lakers will play this weekend. They're not in contention for Sunday's championship game. So these same Lakers against the Dallas Mavericks in the nightcap of the tripleheader on ESPN. So Memphis, fun one to watch. Boston certainly been interesting. You've got plenty of hoops to work you through your Saturday, and then the championship game is on Sunday, 3 Eastern on ESPN. Open look out of the corner. No. Jones gets in there and messes up the second chance opportunity for Kalea Jones. Harper off the slot. Pettis needs to hit. Can't. That is secured. It was a little slick on the fingers. Took the pop at the back. Unable to finish. No call. That's threaded to Sebron, who dunks it home. And right back into the Pelicans down 9. Right up over the top of Petty. And a collision on the baseline. All right, we're off to break, but I think we're teeing up a pretty interesting 5:26 left. Pelicans trying to get into that championship, down by 9.